Hey, welcome everybody to the channel. Today I'll be talking about insights from the wealthy, mastering taxes, debt, and wealth. Before I get started, I did a poll on my channel in the community, and I wanted to share with you guys the poll or the results about the wealth journey. What phase are you in on your wealth journey? And 63% answered that they're learning about building wealth. And 38% said they're building wealth in the first phase, the early phase of building wealth. I had nobody to accumulate a lot of assets that have built wealth or the wealth enjoyment. But the goal for me is wealth enjoyment and financial freedom. And I hope that is the goal for you guys as well on your wealth journey. Just wanted to share that with you guys before I get started with talking about the information that I want to go over with y'all today. Well, I've been learning from the wealthy and getting a lot of information as I research and watch videos and being mentored. Have you ever wondered how the wealthy manage their finance, how they handle taxes, debt, and wealth? Well, in this video, we'll explore the world of wealthy and gain insights into the strategies they use to manage their money. And hopefully this video will help you on your wealth journey. One of the biggest secrets of the wealthy is tax planning. I shared that on the last video. They understand how to minimize their tax burden legally through the use of deductions and credits. I read this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is a good book. I've been sharing it on Facebook by Robert T. Kiyosaki, and I hope I pronounced it well because I really like his book. This book is the #1 personal finance book, and I really enjoyed it. I read it last year. It was mind-blowing, great book. If you haven't read it, make sure you do. He argued that the main reason people struggle financially is because they spend years in school but learn nothing about money. So now when we go to school and also college, you don't learn that much about money or nothing, like he says, about money. In this book, he shared a lot of information about how he became wealthy, and what some of the things that he did and what he learned. It was about Robert Kiyosaki. His father worked in education, was a teacher and in the education department, and had problems with money. His dad, Robert's dad. While his best friend dad was an entrepreneur, never finished school and never went to college and was wealthy. And he basically understood that his father and his best friend's dad had two different mindsets. And he learned about building wealth from his best friend's dad. And he has a lot to say about taxes, debt, wealth as well in this book. And I have learned a lot from him, from research and reading. And he has videos and he has a podcast as well. So I learned a lot from Robert. If you haven't read this book, he has some great information in this book and a lot of controversy with this book as well, because he said, we never learn about money in school. He has a big problem with that. He called the teachers fake teachers. It's different between good teachers and false teachers. So you have to read the book to check it out. But it is a great read for those of you who want to learn more about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Well, moving on to what I am talking about today. With the wealthy, is more than just habits and investing. It's a mindset. And also Robert shares in that book, changing your mindset or building a mindset conducive to wealth. And that's what I've been working on my wealth journey, because you have to unlearn a lot of things, you guys. And it's the first step to obtaining wealth. I learned and been learning that changing the mindset. This means believing that wealth is accessible to you and believing that you're worthy of wealth despite the systems designed to keep it from you. I told you guys about my tax prep business. I shared my journey of how at first I started out doing three of them. I never thought I would end up doing taxes or be a tax preparer or anything about finance, even though I had an MBA. So that was shocking to me. So what I had to understand that wealth is accessible to me and start believing that I was worthy of wealth. I had to really work on that mindset, and my mentors are really helping me with that. Without that mental drive, the other strategies are basically no good. A lot of people, are talking about financial literacy, which is great. Robert shares, the writer of this book, that financial education is what is important for you, and also that mindset. He shared, how some of us will say, I cannot do that. And he said, instead of saying, how can I do that? Try saying, how can I do that? Instead of saying, I cannot do that, say, how can I do that? I cannot afford that. Say, how can I afford that? That mindset. Because he says that when you say, the minute you say, I cannot do that, your mind just stops. But when you say, how can I do that? Or how can I afford it? Your mind keeps thinking, right? So you see that there's a big difference. It's about mindset with wealth. Okay. So you have to make sure that you're working on that. And I'm working on that as well. They understand taxes very well. And he shared this in a lot of his videos about taxes. The wealthy know about that, and they definitely know about taxes. They understand that the most important thing to them, right, is taxes. One of them. So it's more than just minimizing taxes for them. That's why they're making sure that they have a tax planner. They have a deep understanding of taxes and its potential dangers. They select tax professional. A lot of people don't want tax professionals. Mainly they choose CPAs or tax lawyers to help them so that they can reduce their tax bill legally. So they plan ahead. They use tax advantages, investments. They give charity, and they utilize offshore accounts. And I shared that a lot in my last video. If you haven't watched that video, make sure you go back and watch that video as well. Some wealthy individuals may use them to shelter income, that offshore account, to shelter income from taxes in their home country. And again, I shared a lot of this information on the last video on my channel. If you haven't watched it, make sure you go back and watch it. This is also a big thing with them, and I'm going back, that they understand this well. They know how to leverage. They know how to use that. They call their debt good debt because it's actually working for them. Now, everyone can't do this. A lot of people think that they can do what the wealthy and rich do. We have to learn and get an understanding of how they use that to multiply their money. And also, Robert shared also in that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, that the result is that people learn to work for money but never learn how to have money work for them. And with that, they use that to make money work for them. They, a lot of people buy the cars and the house and everything. The wealthy, when they get into debt, when they borrow money, they gonna get money back. They're gonna multiply their money. They're gonna get return on their investment, what they made. So they know how to leverage that. So you have to understand that. They know that debt can be a powerful tool, but also a dangerous one if not managed properly. So we have to learn it. They avoid high interest debt and use debt strategically to invest in assets that appreciate in value over time. The wealthy knows how, again, to leverage and multiply their money using debt. They do not work for money. They use their income or profit to gain assets that work for them to build wealth. That's the difference. They don't work for money. You know, a lot of us, we go out and we like, you know, we need money, become an entrepreneur. Our focus, they say, or Robert says, or the wealthy says, that our focus should not be on making money. It should be on gaining assets that make the money work for us. Does that make sense to anybody? I got that though, about that. They also, the wealthy, understand the importance of estate planning, ensuring that their wealth is passed down to their heirs in the most efficient and possible way that they can do it. They understand that more than anything. They're wanting to keep their wealth going on in their families. So they know the benefit of generational wealth. Whether you're just starting your journey to financial freedom or looking to grow your wealth, there's a lot to learn from those who have already achieved success. I told people I am being mentored. I am reading. I am studying and learning about wealth on this wealth journey. Take inspiration from the strategies and insights of the wealthy and start building your own path to financial success. And that's what I'm working on. A lot of people don't want to take sound bites from other people, but I know that's the way to go when you're trying to build wealth or you're trying to do anything. You need to learn from people who already done it, who are already at the place that you're trying to get at, even with building generational wealth. Again, I believe, in my opinion, it is a mindset. And for us who are learning how to build generational wealth, that not born with a silver spoon in our mouths, that we have to unlearn a lot of things to be able to do what we need to do and to build generational wealth. So whatever phase of the wealth journey that you're on, just keep going, whether you're in, and I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the video that I shared, the poll, whether you're learning about building wealth, whether you're in the first early phase of building wealth, whether you're just accumulating a lot of assets that you have built wealth, are you in the wealth enjoyment phase, which is the goal? I know definitely for me in the future. Just keep going and doing what you need to do and learning. Okay, learning and there's nothing wrong from learning from other people. A lot of people, to me, miss it because they feel that they know it all and they don't want to accept understanding from people who already are there. And you can learn a lot. I learned a lot from my mentors. I learned a lot from reading this book and from the wealthy on how to build generational wealth, guys. So I hope this video has helped you understand the insights from the wealthy, mastering how they master taxes. Again, they master it because they do tax planning. They get a tax professional. They learn to reduce that tax bill and keep up with all the information so that they can reduce their tax bill so they don't owe nothing. The goal is nothing in taxes so they can keep their wealth as well. And they know again how to leverage that, not just going out there buying anything to be cool and for show. It's all about accumulating assets that's going to work for them to keep building their wealth too, so they can keep getting richer. All right, you guys, I'll be sharing more videos on wealth in the future, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and this video has blessed you. Have a great day.